In late 2017, I was hanging out with a friend and we decided to visit the graveyard that was pretty close to her house. It was really dark, and I was too young to be out that late, so I was pretty reluctant, but I hadn't visited my granny's grave in a while, and my friend wanted to visit her brother, so I went along. When we got there, the main entrance was chained up, so we slipped through a gap in the fence and started walking up the hill to the main part of the graveyard. We found her brother pretty quick, and then decided to go find my granny. This is where shit gets weird. We walked further into the graveyard, and were about 400 feet from the fence at this point. We were about to walk down the other side of the hill when we saw 3 red lights in the trees. At first, I assumed it was a car, because the graveyard is right beside the main road. But then I realized the road was behind us, where we originally entered. The lights were in another part of the graveyard, an older part, I think. My friend instantly froze, but I kept moving towards them while she urged me to stop. I didn't know why she was freaking out so bad, but I didn't have my glasses on, so it took me longer to realize they were moving toward us. The way they were floating was pretty weird too. They weren't bobbing at all, like how they would if it was a flashlight or something. They were completely still and silent when moving towards us, but I wouldn't describe them as orbs or anything like that. The links blinked on and off a few times, but that might have been them briefly moving behind trees. I couldn't completely see. At first I felt all towards them, and once we left the cemetery, I regretted not getting closer even though I was petrified. I realized they had gotten quite close, less than 20 meters from us, and they suddenly started moving a lot quicker. My friend grabbed me, and we both sprinted through the graveyard, jumping graves. As I ran, I looked over my shoulder to see that they were directly behind us. We reached the fence and slipped through the gap, ran halfway home, and didn't leave the house for the rest of the night. My friend and I never spoke of them again, and my friend never had any after effects. But I felt the strong urge to go back for a few hours after, despite being completely terrified. This was also weird, because the entire experience was super scary. I don't get scared easily. I still haven't returned to the graveyard. Anyone know what this could be?